Welcome to the typical skeptic podcast, where we dive deep, you decide, questioning the matrix, from UFOs, where the shadows unknown reside, Rob Khalil busting myths like ghosts in the night, paranormal pros, secret space ops, yo, we keep it real, no fright, typical skeptical seeking, never sleeping on the lies, aliens, Anunnaki, black ops in disguise, from abductions to ancient scripts, we flip the script, wide, TSP style, mile after mile, truth can't hide. Hold up, TSP crew assemble, we dismantle the fable, my lab's targeted souls, breaking out of the stable, Dogman howling, Bigfoot prowling, cryptids in the mist, Mandela the fifth twist in reality, can't resist the twist, soul trap snapping, reincarnation mapping, holographic dreams, near-death visions, out-of-body missions, waking up the teams, no censorship here, we fear no elite scheme, conspiracy kings, ringing bells, hear the freedom ring, the skeptical seeking, never sleeping on the lies, extraterrestrial.
Welcome to Typical Skeptic Podcast. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.
Oh wait, is it? Okay. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm surprised how smooth that went. I'm really excited about our show tonight. We have an amazing guest, and I was really late. I was getting ready, but I wrote tonight on the Typical Skeptic Podcast. We welcome back Chloe Ariell of Whimsical Wednesdays, way from Australia. She joins us for an evening of live esoteric readings, multidimensional healing, psychic insights, and cosmic messages. Chloe describes herself as an energy telepath, multidimensional healer, psychic artist, and communicator with trees, insects, fairies, and interdimensional beings. She works with clients through psychic mediumship, energy healing, spirit clearings, and land clearings, and intuitive guidance while sharing her unique perspective on consciousness and the unseen realms. It's going to be awesome. Expect a night of live readings, spiritual insights, audience interaction, and a journey into the mysterious. And you guys can even ask Chloe a question about energy healing, clearing houses, psychic abilities, anything along with anything esoteric. And yeah, I'll bring her to the stage now. And yeah, Chloe, thanks so much for coming on. How are you?
Hello, good. Just trying to get the light right.
Yeah, you look nice.
Thank you. Got my hat on.
Are you back in Australia?
Yes, back in Australia.
Yeah. How is it going?
Oh, good so far.
Yeah.
Except they still won't let me do lives on Facebook and YouTube.
Really?
Yeah. I've got a bit of feedback. What do I do about that?
Let me see if I can change my mic. I can change the mic. I don't know if that'll work. If that helps, hold on. Let me see. I can see. They said that yesterday. It's something with this mic. Let me see if I can change the mic. Hold on. I'm changing it right now. Let me know if that's better. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Anyway, so there's something wrong with this mic here, you know what I mean? This is supposed to be a professional mic, but it's providing feedback, so I don't know.
It might be just one button that you've got to press in sound, that's all. It's
yeah.
Just, sometimes it will be like surround sound, like you can have like pick up everything or reduce the sound. I feel like that's yeah. Don't worry, I'll provide technical help as well.
Absolutely. So how did you like your trip over here to the States?
It was amazing. It was so amazing. It was like a bucket list. I had to do it. I didn't get to meet you there though, and that didn't work out, but it was amazing. I went to Hawaii, and look, here's my little Hawaiian girl.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's cool.
I think Jason sent you a picture with the other little Hawaiian girl that I had on the card.
Absolutely. That's cool. I love that.
Yeah. So isn't that the cutest? But yeah, it was amazing. I went to Mount Kilauea, and I was there with Jenny the Truth podcast with that crew, and I went to the God, I can't even think of the word. Because this is what happens when I start going into telepathy or other. I know I'm going to do multidimensional healings. My brain kind of goes offline, and I don't know same thing. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. I
All
was
good.
trying to share the links to donate, guys. I'm trying to put. It's coming through all jumbled. I know Jason shared them, but I'll share them again here. Yeah, but anyway, sorry, but yeah, if you guys don't have to donate for a reading, but if you do, it helps because I like to give Chloe something at the end of the night too. So it'll go towards
Yeah.
a good cause. It'll go towards both of us, guys. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll put the links in there, and yeah, but so what? Anyway, so how would it happen? How did you like the conference and everything?
Conference. Yeah. It was really good. It was amazing. Like, we went to Hawaii, and that was the most amazing thing, was the ocean and swimming with dolphins and whales. And Jason will tell you, because he was there. He took a GoPro and took visuals of it, like amazing. I wish I had a
Wow.
GoPro. Yeah, I wish I had a GoPro to like actually show. Oh my God, it was next level. It was like I had this amazing experience. There was Heidi and Lisa. They're amazing. They have these like boat tours out there, and you can connect with the dolphins and whales.
Yeah.
There was this moment where we saw this light under the water. Heidi's all about telepathy, so it was amazing connecting with her. She's got a book actually that I've read. Are we the Interdimensionals? I think it was. And it's an amazing book. So there were like dolphins there were lights, there were phenomena that occurs around the dolphins, and I was like, of course, telepathing with the whales and dolphins, and it was
Hell
like
yeah.
next level, amazing. Aaron was on the boat there. We actually, it was like amazing, but then Lisa came on the boat, and she told us about, we all heard about David Wilcox on the boat, and Aaron
Yeah.
was next to me with Amanda, from Journey to Truth.
Yeah.
So it was amazing, but then there was like this bummer, and then I was like crying, and then so it was just like highs and lows. But Hawaii is a next level, like amazing. And Jason will tell you, because he was there, we were hanging out. Yeah. So hi to Jason
Yeah, he's in the chat. He said it was so cool. It says it's so cool. Are you still that you kind of froze up? Wait, let me see here.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
now
so
you're back.
cool.
You're back.
Yeah. You're not having technical issues, are you?
No, not yet. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's
Not
because
yet.
of the connection. We're far away. That could be
Yeah.
it. But yeah.
Yeah.
But so tell us. So tell the audience. Someone might not saw one of our shows before. Tell the audience a little bit about yourself. Like.
Oh, well, I'm a clairvoyant healer, because I realize that that's what people understand in America. I say multidimensional healer here, but clairvoyant healer, I've always been able to see. So I went into psychic mediumship, and I can talk to passed on loved ones and angels, angelics. But when I was working as a medium, all the spirit world was saying to me was that, you're a healer, so focus on the healing. Yes, past on loved ones do come through, but I connect more into the multi-dimensional to inform me of how to work with people in healing them. So my business is called Chloe Ariell Soul Sessions. So yes, I do, like when I'm on your show, it's kind of like I'm showing through the oracle readings my abilities, right? So, and I'm all about psionics, and I had a show, Chloe Ariell Soul Sessions, for many years until I got barred. And now I'm back under Whimsical Wednesdays on YouTube. So get on there and follow me. I've only just really started again a couple of months ago. And you've had me on before, and we've talked about, what happens in regards to targeting and etc. There is a sort of consciousness war that we're in, where they want to suppress a lot of information, a lot of consciousness, and people like me who are teaching and talking about telepathy, I don't know, we had a bit of a hard time with trying to like bring that out into the consciousness. But we're under this sort of limitation, unfortunately, that really needs to be lifted. So it takes a brave person to actually be openly talking right now, and even like psychics and other mediums that I know have been heavily targeted. And I don't know why that is, why they want to like kind of whack-a-mole everyone. I don't get it, you know what I mean? Because it's going to happen whether they like it or not. We're just going to increase our psionic abilities and, everything good?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. Hey, no, you're absolutely
Okay.
right. It is. It
Yeah.
is. Yeah. It's Yeah. But I was gonna say, do you would you? Yeah. It seems like a lot of people are being targeted. It seems like
Yeah.
and it
You
was
know, it's
crazy. I
something
had a
that,
guy. Go ahead.
yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, something that we do need to talk about, although people are saying, oh, you know, I've actually been quiet for a year and a half while I've had the most intense things happen to me. So, but now I'm just like, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. It's what happened. And, you know, yeah, it's okay. You have to see the spectrum of the dark and light. We can't just all just focus on light, love and light. It's all wonderful, but you really got to look at the shadow of what's going on in our complete spectrum, so we can shed a light into all of that, so we can shift this reality. That's what I believe. So we're working as
Absolutely.
alchemists, you know. So and I can tell. I think it's important to also share my journey of what happened to me, and like so I can help other people, you know. I had to reach many times for my higher self, my higher creator self, and the angelics. I reached for everything. Yeshua, you know, higher angelics during some really dark periods when I had some really dark Draco energies coming after me, like hectic next levels. I'm ready to talk about it, you know, because that's a reality that is in this prison planet that we're in, that is operating. Okay, they're operating and they want to suppress. They're very threatened by people who are telepaths,
Yeah.
because they've got their own agenda in regards to telepathy. They want to do the neural link and artificial intelligence and push all of that. But what I'm advocating for is that we all have those abilities naturally, that are and will be coming online. So I don't understand why they keep on or want to whack-a-mole everyone now who's being activated. When it comes to the children of the future and the ones that are already here, most of them are online. They're all already activated, so it's pointless trying to
Yeah.
whack-a-mole everyone. You know, and I'm assuming that's what they do with the young kids, is they try and, you know, still suppress and, you know, in some ways torture them with like shadow beams and things like that. And it's important that to understand, I think, for the parents too, that, you know, your children are really special. And it's important to listen to them and believe them. And I don't know why I'm saying this now. I assume it's because of the people who are going to be listening on this podcast. Sometimes I don't know why I talk about the things that I do, but I think that's coming up for a reason. You know, believe
Yeah.
your kids. If your kids are seeing things in the other dimensions, believe them. It's real. Know what to do. Ask for help. Ask for your guides. Everyone's given guides, guiding angels, right? It's
Absolutely.
important. It's important to feel into your discernment and what feels right and what feels wrong. Your felt sense. Most people have high felt sense in this reality, right? Most
Yeah.
humans do. They can feel, right, when something's off. You'll get that feeling of dread of, oh, I don't know about this, or doubt, right?
No.
Or you'll get the feeling of, yes, this feels right. This feels nice. It feels high vibrational. You know, go with that. That's your discernment, right? Because most people ask, well, how do you know if it's good or bad? You'll know. You'll feel it,
Yeah. Absolutely.
right?
And
Yeah.
now we're in a part period
Anyway,
where people are starting to be
spiel
able to
over.
sense more, right?
Oh, what's happening now? Have you got
Wait,
any techie issues?
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. You're gonna have to
I was saying, it seems like
yeah.
we're in a time now where everybody's able to, or at least some of us are able to sense more. Like I can sense energies coming on me all the time. I can
Yeah.
sense all kinds, like psychic
Yes.
feelings, psychic gut feelings, like,
Yes. Well,
yeah,
because everyone's abilities are coming online. All of our bullshit meters, I call them, like our internal sense in the heart, where you feel someone's telling the truth or not, you can feel it now. And I
yeah,
noticed that around people at conferences, if someone's up there really not telling the truth, I can see most of the audience are like wriggling in their seat and they're like uncomfortable. And I'm observing it because when someone's not telling the truth, you just have the person connected to the mind, but they're not connected to the heart, or
yeah,
or being authentic, right? Is that authenticity is the highest form of frequency, being authentic, right? So all these people who tell me, no, just be quiet, don't say anything. No, it is. It's better for me to tell the truth and be authentic. And for all the people out there, it's important to tell the truth, be authentic, because people can feel it now. They can
Absolutely.
feel it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. We already got someone. I'll put this up. I'll see if this is from Ace. She says, "Hi Rob, can I ask Chloe for an energy scan? Would love to know what she sees for me and my higher path calling." She says, "I'm Angel." She says, "We'll send a coffee donation." Yeah, thank you, Angel.
Okay. Thanks, Angel. Okay, shall we do that now? Now that we've started. And
Yeah.
her name, is it Ascience V8H, or I'm Angel. Is that her name?
Yeah, she's Angel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just do it. I'm going to just ground my energy too. So I do a bit of a protocol. So I bring in the light. So focusing on the light above, so bringing in a waterfall of light, asking for our guides, angels, and ancestors to surround us and our protectors. And bringing the earth energy up under our feet, all the way up, Mother Earth. Bringing in Mother Earth energy is very good, in and out. I'm feeling like a sense with Angel, there's stuck emotions. There's emotions, especially in the heart area, that needs to be consolidated, is the word that I'm getting. So that's through healing, energy healing. It's stopping you in your tracks, not being able to get past some things. And I can see it now. I'm getting shown the heart, and I can see like a kind of a speed bump, and a feeling of stuckness. Yes. It's like, I don't know what to do or where to go or what to do. It's creating that. But the way to get through it, Angel, is to do some healing on the self, right? However you'd like to do that, if it's through energy healing, or if it's through somatic body release or kinesiology, or however, there's plenty of modalities out there. Because I don't know in your area whether there's many people that do it. No, not many people. So this is why I offer it online. If she's like to do a session with me, my sessions go for 2 hours. But I do feel that there's stuff from the childhood, right, that needs to be consolidated and released, right? So we've got some blockages coming up. So if I go up the top of her head, I stop at about the heart. And I want to go down further. And we do, of course, in the lower chakras, we have the stuck energy. So it's not always just in one area. You'll have it in the sacral and in the base as well. And I can feel finances and that sort of thing. Does that make sense, Angel?
Let's see.
If she wants to
She
feedback.
says, can you give us a confirmation if this makes sense? Angel. Yeah. Sorry.
It's like the first thing, the primary, what happens when I connect into someone's field? It's like the highest priority that needs to come up to clear, right? If she wants to get, I can hear back on track, right? So it's causing kind of a stuckness and like, I want to say even like chaotic, that sort of thing. Yeah. Feedback is good, but that's okay. That's what's happening. Yeah, if she wants to come for energy healing, she can look me up. The details are there.
She says,
Yeah,
"Oh wow, thanks, Chloe. That's on point. Was recently looking to learning energy healing Reiki training because I couldn't find the right practitioner. Could you help her with that?"
Yeah, moi.
And then
Me.
look, she says, "Yes, you're totally on mark. I was literally doing inner child work before catching you both online."
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Well, it's perfect because she's actually onto it. She understands that that's what needs to be cleared or consolidated before she gets back on track. It's like, you know it already. Like I'm only pretty much validating what is happening for you now. And you're absolutely on track that you're doing that. And I feel it is a part of your purpose because the wounded healer archetype is coming up too, right?
Yeah.
So I sometimes I'll do like, yeah, believe and succeed. Okay. So that's your pathway through is healing yourself, right? Doing those inner child healings. And I feel you're the practitioner in the future, whether you realize it or not, because there's a few more years of healing to do. But as a wounded healer, we understand, we've walked in the shadow of the darkness with dealing and going through our own experience. And they're the best kind of healers, right? To be
Yeah.
able to offer that to someone else. I've been through it myself, the person will say, and that client can feel it. They go, yeah, I know that this person knows. I can really genuinely feel it when they say, look, I understand. And this is what helped me, and this is how I got through it. And you have that frequency in your body from walking through the shadow and getting to the light, but you've got to walk and heal, and you're already on the path. You're doing it. The right practitioner is not where you are. Yeah, she can come and see me online. I'm really pretty cost effective. I don't really charge that much. I'm pretty much industry standard, 150 an hour. You know
That's
what I
pretty
mean?
good. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It is really good for the level that I do, because I always thought that I want to allow people to have access to me. Do you know what I mean? The people that really need it are the
Yeah.
people that are in those places and financially affected, right?
Yeah.
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 So
This next one is from Selena, and she sent a donation. I just wanted to say, guys, like Selena's been a longtime friend of the podcast. It was nice that she sent a
hi,
donation.
Selena.
She's going through
And is
she went
that
through a
Jason
bad
in
health.
the back there? You can see that.
Yeah, that's Jason. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were boyfriend and girlfriend. But like she went through a house fire, guys. Like there's 3 people
Yeah.
going through stuff in the community right now. You guys can help Selena, and like besides to donate into the show right now, like Selena went through a house fire, then Michelle's going through housing issues, and then
Oh
Ivan's
my
got
God.
tumors. So it's like I've tried to
Yeah.
help share everybody's stuff. Besides trying to help myself and it's like it's a
Yeah.
crazy time we're living in. You know what I mean? It's like, but I want the
Yeah.
community to all stick together and help each other. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's important. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world, because we are all community,
Yeah.
because we're all a little bit different, you know what I mean? And it's so
Yeah.
wonderful coming over to America and actually meeting a few people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at Selena. Selena.
Should I see if she has a question, or are you just going to kind of look into her?
Well, I'm feeling into it. I feel the devastation because my body's gone into like, oh my God. Like it's just so overwhelming. Just take time to do things little by little. Okay, there's no need to rush into doing everything all at once, because you need to be able to get through what you're going through and be there for the kids, be there for the children. Take a deep breath in. There's a lot of tears in there. It doesn't mean that you have to start crying them now. It's just take your time with it, step by step, little by little. And there's some I feel like you've got some mementos from the fire, or that's the issue, is all the little things that you had, which is understandable, like photos and mementos. Oh. Time out now, right? So I've got take the lead, but upside down. So that means just take your time with it. It's interesting because you've got the fire here, right? Is there a question around the fire, or
Do you,
things
do you
like
have any
that?
do you have a question or anything,
I just
Selena, that you want to? She said, "Oh, I just did. My message just caught up. She has messages for you. Hold on." She says, "Thank you, Rob." She says, "I want to meet you, Chloe, too. I'll put these all up on the thing." And then she says, she says, I feel like I need to rush. It feels weird." And then she says, "Everything is weird right now."
Yeah, so that's what it's saying. Don't rush, right? The rushing is probably the adrenaline. That's what has just happened. But it's just like, take your time with it. It's not time to lead. It's not time to like rush through things, because it's, unfortunately, we do have these sort of key points in our contracts. It was like, it was on the contract. It was on this was going to happen, unfortunately, whether you like it or not. And I know that sounds really harsh, but it's like a key point in kind of pushing through some emotional healing for you as well. It's like you've gone into robotic mode, and that's pretty understandable, right? I think, and I feel that you do have these little mementos, these little things that you've kept from the house. And for the children, it's really important to have these little things, even though that you're in sort of like temporary housing, like an RV. Where is this place? I feel like maybe sort of temporary housing, right? Those little things are important because it's like having like a crystal or a little memento, and even like this little Hawaiian thing. That's what I got from Hawaii, is that little thing. But that is going to bring me back all the memories. And it's important that you have, it feels to me like you and the kids having a little altar of things that you have, and it's like special and sacred. And it might be just little things, that like a little matchbox with a little teddy bear or something like that in it, even little flowers, because it brings a sense of hope to the kids as well, and to yourself, that we can rebuild again. Right now you're just going through the motions of what's just happened, because it's, if anyone had this happen to them, they'd be extremely overwhelmed. And for a lot of people, they would have a nervous breakdown. So just doing things little by little. No one's expecting you to be like leading things, and also asking for help. Like, you've got help there, but I feel like there's like, it's in many people feel embarrassed to ask for help. You don't need to be like that. And I feel people have come for you, but you can still ask for more help. I feel there's still other avenues that you can go down that you possibly haven't explored in regards to like finances and grants and things like that, if that makes sense, like governmental things. Like, I think there's like an agency that will be able to help you a bit more, if that makes sense, Selena. Yeah.
I think, let me see what she says. She says, was the fire an attack? You know.
Well,
think,
well, the reason why I wanted, yeah, because I can feel a bit of something there. When I pulled this card, and it was like, whose hands was it done by? So that's why the fire and the question was there in the card here. So that's why I wanted to see if you knew the person or not. And let me just double check this so I can, because you're wondering if it's arson. Let me see. I feel like it is. I know that's a lot to say, but you've already wondered it. So it's already in the field, and I can see it in the card with the fire there. By whose hand is it by? By someone else's hand. Yeah. Did you want further questions about that? Yeah. Was it fun? Yeah.
Let me see. I just see if she has any. She has anything. Still had a question regarding Selena. I didn't see what she said. Maybe a question about. Oh, it still says, "Well, do you think the fire was intentionally done? Do you think her, like Miss Selena's fire, was intentionally done?"
Oh, yeah, of course.
Not by her, I mean, but obviously, like someone like trying to like get back at her or something, like or I don't even know what for, but you know what I mean, like someone trying to get at her or something like that. Or
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
That's what it feels like to me. Are you picking it up, Rob?
A little bit. I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
kind of
you're
blocked,
picking it up. No, but
yeah.
you bang on. You've picked up on it. It feels like a male. Feels like someone from the past. It feels like it's a. And I don't know why counterintelligence. It's like that just came through. Oh God. So yeah, I can see that it's in the card here. That it's in the card. It's by someone else's hand. See the hand and the fire?
Yeah.
So that's why I asked her, like, what else did you want to know about the fire? Because I can see that in the card. So you are bang on correct. Feel like it is arson, and I wonder if the people are looking into it, like the fire department. Are they looking into it? Do they see that it possibly is? Will the person be found, or will the person be no? Because unfortunately, I don't think there's enough witnesses in that situation. But there will be a sort of, I think an investigation is underway. Is that correct, Selena? Is there an investigation? Someone's looking into.
Maybe I would. Let me see. There's the GoFundMe. Is it?
Yeah.
Let me see here. She says it was the neighbors behind their fridge. So
What?
maybe something shorted, like, but maybe on purpose. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's started by another hand. That's all I want to say about that one.
Wow, that's scary.
So that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But there are people looking into it, and that's what they've come across, have they? Yeah. Behind the fridge.
Yeah.
Okay. Like faulty wiring sort of thing. Yeah. Yes.
Well, okay. Well, we'll move on. We'll go there, and I hope she gets closure on that.
Yeah, I hope so too.
This is the next person is Heather, and she. I'm just pulling up any because she said that was heartbreaking. She's so sorry, and I feel bad for Selena to do. Like it's and Jason shared the GoFundMe guys in the description in the chat if you guys want to donate to her and like help her. She has 3 kids. You know what I mean? Like that's obviously going to be really tough.
Yeah.
So.
I can see her sorting through the things, and she'll eventually get it together, but it's going to be slow and methodical and step by step for her. No one expects her to be out the front there leading the way with a sword in the air. You know what I mean? Take time out for yourself. Mementos are going to be important for the kids. Okay, little things that you find. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's leave it at that.
So this is Heather, source approved, and she says she said in the chat. She says, or Heather, do you have a question? I'll just wait. I guess I'll wait to see what she says. Hey Tiffany. I'm just waiting to see what she has a question. Or do you feel anything from her?
Oh, does she want a reading now?
Yeah.
Oh, Tiffany. So it's Tiffany?
No, it's Heather, the girl that's up on the source approved. Heather.
Oh, okay. Yep. Source approved. Right.
Yeah, I was asking her if she had a question, but she hasn't responded yet. Oh, she says, can she see how it will go at the basis conference? She says.
What was that? Sorry.
She says, can we see how it will go at the basis conference?
Huh. Do you have like little things that you're selling? Is it like, and I can see lines and I can see little things, and you're sorting through things. Yeah, so it's an idea from spirit. I can kind of see, and something about games as well. Like I'm getting just kind of like a whole bunch of information about you and your character, and I feel like, I don't know, do you have a stall there, or would you like to have a stall? It's kind of like I feel it would be good for you to have little things to sell, if that makes sense. Like I'm looking at my crystals in front of me here, and they're kind of reminding me of that, like little things, things to sell. Heather, thought about it? Might be a good idea.
She said yes.
And then I'm getting to like an online shop. Okay, you probably never thought about it. Yes, you do. Okay, perfect. What are the things you're selling? So I can see the little things, like, and you've got them all tallied up. Like a shopkeeper would have all the things stock. Okay.
Yeah.
Online shop stock is what I'm getting, and coming together. Share the love. Yeah, it's really good. It's really positive, right? So simply love. That's what I'm getting. Just simply love. Talk to people, build relationships, because it's all about that. And things you're selling, right? Coming together with people with the same interests, right? I feel like meeting important people too. There's important people that you meet that will give you more opportunities. Again, it's like 3 cards of all about the heart, doing what you love, simply love, coming together and share the love. Like it's all positive. Far out. Look at that. Even the little things you're selling, right? There's the person with it in their hand. Tell me a bit more about what you're selling. So kind of like whatever this is.
She
This
said
little...
crystals and jewelry. I'll
Oh,
put it
that's
up on.
that's why the crystals are jumping out at me, going, "Hello, she's selling us crystal jewelry." Yeah, people are like, "How the hell did you know that?" The crystals told me. You know, they're in
Wow.
conversation. Yeah, perfect. I love it. But it's all about the context that you get from there, and I feel you have this intuition about what crystal is best for that person. You're able to, that's why the crystals are speaking to me, right? Because you speak to the crystals. Right. So this is why that telepathy is coming through. That's why the crystals went, hello. And people go, what is she talking about? You can speak to crystals? Yes. I've telepathed with rocks before, right? So you're able to have that ability where you can tune into what crystal is needed. But a lot of people, when they're hovering over the desk, they're kind of looking at a particular rock, right? So a part of your job is to say, are you feeling that is the right crystal for you? Does that feel like the right? Because you're also enabling them to trust their own intuition as well, right? And if they're like, I'm not really sure, then you can go in and help, right? But if you say, I feel like you're kind of blown away by what I'm saying. I can feel that because it's all true. It's like I'm speaking what you kind of say or feel inside, But I'm just saying it's important for them to realize that they're the ones choosing as well. But yeah, tuning into the crystals is your forte because you're not from here. You're a star seed. You come from another planet. It was very normal to speak and telepath with the rocks and the sentient life forms on that planet. All right. Bang, 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 I feel. Yeah. Bang
Wow.
on.
That was cool. She says she's very excited. I hope you have good luck there, and you do well. I think you will. I think you
Yeah.
will.
It feels
And
good.
okay, there you nailed that one, Chloe. Really, yeah, it was really good. Okay, the next person we have is Arlo. Or no, he said he sent a little something. I don't know if he wants a reading, and but Carice, I got you. You're next after Arno. And he says he would like a reading from Chloe's soul purposes of his importance for him. He says his soul purpose.
Soul purpose. Really guiding. I feel like you're a really good guide. For men too, right? Guiding. You're a mentor. I don't know if you realize this yet, no, or not. But like you're really good at connecting to men and women, but it feels like men really need that guidance from you, or they do anyway, right? For whatever job you end up going in, you're always guiding like as a mentor in some ways, right? So it's just bringing that in, solidifying it. I feel like getting out there and just talking. Also, I wonder if you've thought about this, or you do that already, that you do like lives and you're talking about ideas. And I really love it when there's a lot of guys out there who are just really kind of pointing out the toxic stuff in our culture in regards to society, and the focus just on wealth and money and all of that sort of stuff, and less on emotions. So I feel like talking about your story, talking emotionally, kind of gives guys a go ahead that it's okay to talk, and it takes a lot of strength, right? Does this make sense to you, Rainbow Flame? Being a guide for people, for men specifically, it feels like that. Listen, because you're a good listener, so right? And it's listen, okay?
Yeah.
And when I went to America, I have to say, I found a lot of people talk. There's a lot of talking, but not a lot of people listen. They don't really listen to what people are saying. And maybe that's across the board in all cultures and all countries. But it's like having that space, that safe person to listen to is incredibly healing for a lot of people, Rainbow Flame. that's the sole purpose. You already have it. You're a mentor. And I feel to men. And I feel like there's groups and maybe drums involved, and it's like going down that alternative path a bit and having a safe place. I'm getting pictures of like a teepee, and maybe this is from another lifetime, but I like the teepee. There's like soft fur inside the teepee. There's a fire in there, and there's like a circle of people. You know, it can be men and women too. And I wonder about, have you gone down the path of psilocybin, or because I feel like let's see what kingdom of this is. Sometimes the mushroom kingdom will come in. Mushroom kingdom, ayahuasca, San Pedro. It's like all those medicines, right? Have you gone down the path of those medicines? Have you wanted to be that guiding light for people? And I wonder about the Amazon jungle. Have you been there, Rainbow Flame? I'm really feeling it. I feel a shamanic thing about Rainbow Flame. Yeah? Does this make sense? What's his name again? I forgot his name.
Arno, Arno. He's from over your
this...
way. He's in Australia, I think.
Very nice. So Arno, does that make sense?
He says, so cool source. He says, let me see here. He says, I need to shop with you. He's saying that the source approved. Sorry, that wasn't. He hasn't really responded yet. So we'll wait. I'll move on to the next one, and then we'll see if he responds.
Yeah.
Let me see here. It's just, I'm using a Mac, so it's hard for me. Like the ups down and downs up on a Mac with the mouse.
I am getting like with Arno, like a past life where he is in South American. I can't figure out whether he's like Mayan or not, but he's in a position of authority, and he's done the mentoring and leading over and over in many lifetimes, right? So he asked what his sole purpose was, right? I feel it is to lead men. Yeah, like a mentor for men. Really hope that that's something that you've thought about, because I can feel like whatever job you end up doing, you are leading people in a certain way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. Okay.
Absolutely. That's great. I hope that resonates with you, Arno. And we'll move on to the next person. The next person is Clarice Cadet, and I'll put her thing up here. 1 second, I got it. I was just sharing the links again. Okay, so here we go. This is Clarice. She says, I'm Clarice. She says, reading for courting spells that might have affected me, my having children, money, dealing with a high level of light language spells and ancestry, and clearing judgment paperwork, love messages, she says.
Whoa, there's a lot going on there. Reading for courting spells that have affected me, or having children and money, dealing with high-level light language spells and ancestry, and clearing judgment paperwork, love messages. So I'm assuming it's like the question is around what else needs to be cleared for me to keep on going on my path. I do feel like an energy. Let me just pull the cards for a sec. I feel like feeling alone. So I feel like there's history of either a separation with someone, and around the children, I feel that there's still links there. I feel like it would be helpful for you to have more friends and do something that's for you, right? And even if you're in a partnership, it's like kind of feeling alone. So it's like feeling alone, right? So how does she work through that? She needs to build up her own sense of self, because I'm not really feeling like you have around you like your own interests, you know what I mean? Like sports, I don't know, going to the gym, doing something for yourself. A lot of self-care is needed, right? Because there's a lot of giving out to others, but not. How do we have them? Our highest level of potentiality and power is to feed your own spirit and your own soul with what you want to do. It's important, even if you have a couple of hours where you do something that's for you, like doing gardening or doing something that you love. You need to feed your spirit first. That's why you've been feeling so depleted and drained. Okay. Yeah. So it's challenging. It has been really challenging for you in regards to, like, I feel this partnership or ex-partnership, right? So dedicated effort, or take an effort to sort of pull yourself out and start doing, the key is to start doing things that's for you, right? Even if it's just like, I'm going to go to the shop instead of buying for everyone else, I'm going to buy myself crystal. That's all mine. It's all mine. You know what I mean? Just one little thing. I mean, don't go over the top, obviously, but it's just like, start buying that
Whoa, my
dress
light! Did you
because
see that? Did you see that? My light was starting to go on. Look at that!
yeah,
What the
yes.
hell? What is that? I have my. I mean, that bulb turns on and off, but it was completely off. Like, that is
Well, they're
crazy,
agreeing.
guys. That
They're
is
agreeing.
insane. I swear to God, on my hand, I'm not doing that. I swear to God, on my dad's grave.
Well,
Like, I
that's,
don't know what that is.
it's called spirit, right, Rob? And it's agreeing with us. There is a phenomena that happens with lights, with
Yeah,
moi,
yeah,
and it was nice to actually capture it on film.
yeah.
Go. The phenomena starts, and then they start like deleting the video and sound. But look, it's agreeing with what I'm saying, because that's the way out of here, Clarice. Your situation, I do feel the sense of draining. You really got to start doing things for yourself, okay? And high level light language spells and ancestry. So you start doing the light language for yourself, right? Yourself. Record yourself. Light language. Like, there is high galactic energies that do want to connect with you, right? But it's about starting, and I'm going to keep on repeating myself because that's really coming through from spirit. And look, we had the light phenomena above Rob, so that's just absolute confirmation from spirit. And it may seem like it's a little thing, but it's not. When you start giving to your own soul and feeding your soul, you'll start manifesting the reality that you want. Okay,
Absolutely,
Clarice, are you blown away by
absolutely.
the light still, Rob?
Yeah, I made sure that was absolutely turned off. Like, well, you know, that's what's crazy. Like, every time, because I like I'd rather be in the dark because I like more of like an ambiance. You know what I mean? So like, I
Yeah,
always make
yeah,
sure that light's completely off. There's no way it would be, you know, flickering from off to on. You know, like,
yeah.
so I really, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna, you know me, I'm skeptical of everything. But honestly, like, you know, that was a little weird. You know, that was strange. Like, you know,
Well,
like
it's usually in my videos I'll have phenomena that happens, and then I feel like some people are just waiting for the phenomena to occur, you know what I mean? But when you
yeah,
work with the spirit realm, they can interact with the physical in the positive ways, you know what I mean? It's just like they needed to come through in a physical level so Clarice would understand that what we're saying is big. It's not just a small thing, you know. Just feeding your own soul, start giving back to self, because a lot of us empaths, right, we've been trained to kind of just give completely to other people, right? It's not the way to go. You'll just you'll end up depleted of your energy, right? Got to fill your tank first before you start giving to other people. It's important.
absolutely, yeah. And I hope that resonates with you, Clarice. And we'll move on to the next person. And this was really nice. Andromedan donated, and he says, "I would like to know who breakaway I am with. Like, what breakaway? I guess what breakaway civilization he means he's with. Like, if he's in a breakaway civilization."
Well, I'm actually just got teleported remotely to, and I can hear it. Ceres, which is between Mars and Saturn. Goosebumps. So that's confirmation. Ceres, the planetoid Ceres. Reach out. You have the connection there. You already know what I'm talking about. So the breakaway civilizations that are also occurring in other places. Okay. There's a potentiality to reach up and to open up. Okay. You've gone through a lot of healing in the last couple of years, Andromeda. Okay. And also watching this show has also helped you to connect and realize that parts of yourself that you haven't realized before, like star seed phenomena, the galactic energies, which you've always felt and known that you're just like a complete loner, right? A lot of us are, right? But we've got this star seed element that we're here for the new earth, right? So it's been really important. I say even in the last 10 years is you getting the healing and realizing all that that horrible stuff that they put, I can say us through, because I feel you're also targeted from the past, right? Because you have been in the programs, right? That's what they do to us, right? Make us completely have no family, no friends. And in fact, if anything, it makes us stronger. It makes us stronger. But now it's time for you to connect and reach up, okay? Because you've worked through a lot of healing, especially in the last year. Like, there's been touch and go with you. Last year was hell for me, and I'm assuming it's been for you as well, right? But you know, it's time now to reach out and up. Okay, so that's what you've got, the reach out card here, right? And connect into these parts of self that you can also, I can hear, clear those contracts, because some parts of series, it's not the great sort of, yeah, there's a lot of things, and I'm talking like human enslavement and all of that sort of phenomena that goes on in that planet. Like, we think this is prison planet, but like, you know, getting up there on the there's a lot of parts that aren't great. So it's about opening up to that part, allowing healing and a connection, right, to clear that. You're kind of blown away a little bit, right? It's like I'm confirming what you already know, but I feel like you've got these lights, you've got this abilities that you haven't really tapped into yet. I wonder about you and channeling and light language, Andromedan, right? Once you, like, similar to what the readings that we had with the last couple of people is like, you've gone through this healing period and you're clearing a lot of stuff, right? But also don't forget to, you've got activations that are ready to happen now. We've cleared a lot of the densities, right? And we want you to connect to, I think that this crystal here is jumping out. I mean, I've got a whole bunch of crystals in front of me. I think this is kyanite, right? If you want to actually connect in and start channeling with these higher off-world, higher dimensional, yeah, you got Andromedan in there, but I feel like there's more too, like Pleiadian, and you got a few going on there. It's about allowing yourself to open up, and even going to a channeling class or something like that, right? So giving and receiving is the card that's coming up. Connecting to these different light aspects of self, right? So you've got off-world, starseed, Syrian, Andromedan, Pleiadian. There's a bunch going on. It's not just one, but you're here to bring in, I feel, light language and codes. So it's now, let's start getting on the healing journey, Andromedan. Like, you've done a lot of healing yourself. Now you are going to start helping others with your very specific and interesting way of working with people that I don't think you even have gotten or even realized that. We're talking like sacred geometry, light language, mudras, hands-on healing. Yeah. Does that make sense, Andromedan?
Let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see, but he responded. He didn't respond, but you know, he will. He will. He always does. You know. But yeah. I was gonna say that was the last of the donations. If anybody else wants a reading, you can donate. Or I mean, you're not obligated to donate. You don't have to donate. I'm just putting the link in there so you guys, in case somebody wants to. But like, you can. If somebody just wants a reading, just let us know if you want a reading, and I'll put we'll get you a reading. You know. So there, I put that pro N70Z. Okay. What's your name though, dude? Like, I'd love to know your name so that way Chloe can tap into you. You know what I mean? Like, I see your name is Pro Lane 7 ounces, but like that sounds like a boxing name. Did you used to be a boxer? You know, because 7 ounces, I think that's a type. There's like 7 ounce and 10 ounce gloves in boxing. Like, I wonder if this dude boxed before or something. Like, but like, I'd love to know your name so we could tap into you better. You know, but like, yeah, like, but I'll wait for him to respond. But if you're picking up anything off him, you know, let me know. I mean, or if you want to just go into it, you know.
Yeah, I'll go into it. But now that you said that, I keep on getting flooded with images of like boxing gloves and like, you know, the boxing ring with everything.
Yeah.
Let me feel into it. Righty. No. What do you want it reading about? It says, can I get one? But it's like, can we be a bit more specific? Do you want to have it about what? Relationships, career, Let me feel into it. Just where you're headed, right? It's just feeling similar feeling to a lot of people, like just feeling a little bit lost and not knowing really what direction to go in. And I do feel it's very interesting that you mentioned boxing, because it does feel like health and wellness. And it feels like, I wonder if this guy does like physical fitness or would like to do that. Or maybe he should start doing that, right? Get into health and wellness. And I'm getting image now. I'm on like a field and I'm with other people and I'm telling people to do squats, right? Like what do you call those people? Physical I've never been to one, but like personal trainer. That's what I feel. I wonder if he's thought about that, or if he does that already. You've got leadership abilities, right? That's what I can see, right? It's about taking a group of people, and I feel like strength training is what I'm getting. I feel like physical fitness. Maybe you're unfit at the moment. You're looking down, you're like, I don't know if I can do that. But it's about you, again, being that wounded healer, right? So you go through it and be the showing people what you've been through, right? And to
Isn't
get
that
from
Chiron?
A to
Sorry,
A to B.
sorry, I was really
Yeah.
dumb. Isn't that
Right.
Chiron, the wounded healer in astrology, right? Sorry, Chiron,
Yes.
the wounded healer.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. I wonder if the astrology's in that today, because a lot of the people who are asking have that kind of vibe about it. And maybe it is because, of my energy, I'm
Yeah.
definitely the wound healer. And I'm still going through stuff, but I'm doing my best to help other people whilst I'm trying to like have my business going, but like trying to be as authentic as possible. And that's my sense of leadership, right? Pro INZOO ounce, but you've got that leadership where you show the strength, right? And because you've been through, you're going to be able to build those. Don't forget about the relationship building that you have. You've got an ability to see the strength in someone else and bring it out, right? But understanding that there's a lot of trauma behind a lot of people who are, put on weight and have issues with exercises, because behind it is usually the stuck emotions, right? Understanding that relationship building is just as important as working with the physical strength. Okay. Not yet a master, but you'll need to build the skills to be that master and take the lead, right? So it's exactly what I'm saying here, right? Whether that means you go to like a college of fitness or something like that, a gym. Does this make sense? Pro INZOZ. Yeah. All right. You got to master those skills, and you've got the skills. It's just about amplifying them, right? Whether that means you get like a diploma or something. You see how he's holding that paper there? So to take the lead, to build the confidence. Oh my God, I'm getting these images. Someone who has those ropes that are in front of you, that big heavy ropes, and they're like moving them like this, like big heavy ropes. That's a part of strength training, isn't it? Yeah.
He said, "Yep." He said, "Yep," or just something. You said. He said something. He's agreeing with something because he just said, "Yep."
I think it's just all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got we got Matthew Morning's wife, Nora, and she's a very gifted psychic. Her and Matthew, I guess they go to conferences, they do readings. They've done like 5,000 readings together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just pulled up Matthew's profile to pull her up, but her name is Nora. And
Nora wants a reading. Yes.
I'll just say, like, I always say this all the time. Like, I consider Matthew a good friend, but like him and his wife, I connected with most when I went to the Full Disclosure Now conference. They're really good people. They really are. Like, if anybody wants a reading too, like, they're good people to book with.
I would have loved to come to America and gone to a Full Disclosure conference, but it wasn't on this year. Oh my God, that would have been my dream.
We've been saying that.
True.
A bunch of us were saying we miss it because everybody had so much fun last year and the year before.
I know.
I was there both years.
And I could see it. And if they had another one, of course, Brian, come on, get another one. I understand there's stuff going on there, but it would be nice to have another one.
It really would. It really would. We're all praying for it. Like we're all hoping. I am.
I do. Okay, let's go into Honora because I'm already feeling into her energy, right? I do feel like because I'm a healer, right? So I'm going to talk about that. This feels like there's something from the past, right? In regards to the throat chakra and the heart, being able to speak out and talk and I don't know if you do lives or anything like that with I don't know. I haven't been on your Remember Your Mission, but I feel like there's stuff from the past. So some things there in regards to childhood, being able to speak your mind, speaking out, that needs to be cleared, because I feel like stuff is coming up to be cleared there. Is it in regards to the heart? Is it into the voice? Yes. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and like I do go into stuff, and sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to go too much into relationship and stuff like that. But like when one person hasn't cleared or gone into the past and done healing in regards to certain things, we can get into loggerheads sometimes in relationships because we actually spark each other's wounds, right? We can, and it will be things that need to be moved in both. So you're each other's teachers, right? In relationship, you're each other's teachers. I feel like this blockage in my throat, and I wonder about that. And I wonder about if that's actually physically affecting the thyroid or can or will. We want to take that out, right? So I can feel into the throat and I can feel into the thyroid. And I feel if I wanted to do medical mediumship, I'd want to go into that because I can feel it. It's actually coming up now. I can feel like this heat in the throat. So if we go into that, yes, it is affecting the throat and on the physical level. So we need to actually go in there and clear it out. Right, and you guys are both mediums and psychics, and so just realizing that you can do it. There it is. There's a stuckness there, and I feel like when I go into the throat, I'm getting a picture of a sort of sense of hopelessness, and I want to be able to give her power back, right? And I'm actually handing her a staff, right? A light staff. I want to say, I feel like there's a healing that's happening now. So we're doing medical mediumship now. And I want to breathe through the throat, breathing in and breathing out. Honora, breathing in. Breathe out. Lapis lazuli as a throat chakra. So this is what happens when we do clearings. I breathe out through the throat chakra. And I want to give little Honora a light and a crystal that says, and you can say to little Honora now, you have the power to speak. I give you permission to speak. I give you permission to speak. Because unfortunately, in some part of the environment, your voice was shut down, okay? And you can say, and I can hear you say, it's always been a bit of an issue, right? So I want to hand little Honora permission to speak, however that looks like. Right? Breathing in and breathing out. Because we don't want this problem to go into the thyroid, right? We don't want it to manifest into some sort of issue, right? Okay. Does that make sense, Matthew? Honora?
They didn't respond. I'm not sure. I guess we could
I want to get a feather and I kind of want to like blow it out. And I kind of want to put a beautiful light blue, sky blue color and bring in lapis lazuli. And I want to bring in the ancestors. And I want to get the ancestors to help with this. Because sometimes when we've got this intergenerational trauma that comes down into the family line, because it goes way up. Is it in the feminine or the masculine? It's a masculine part of the family, right? It goes up, up, up. It's shutting down, like shutting down the voice. I don't like it, I'm just going to clear it We're going to go all the way up. How many generations does it go up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because I heard 12. So I want to go 12 lines up intergenerationally, and that's where it's from. And you can talk to that ancestor, and you can say, oh, wow, we're really going back in time. And I feel like there's another culture there. There's another culture, and I wonder if it's in the eastern area. And there's, again,
Matthew said that. You just want to let you know. Matthew said that was amazing. He said thank you with the fire flames.
yes, thank you. Thank you, Matthew. Yes.
I'd say that's a compliment because he's a pretty real. I mean, he's a really good psychic. I mean, so I think you know what I mean. Like, I think I mean, you all, everybody, you guys all are. You know what I mean? Like, but like, you
yes.
know, like, yeah, he's a, yeah.
It's nice to actually show people what I actually do, because yes, it's oracle readings, but I can really tune into the biofield and go really in depth, into that chakra, right?
Yeah.
And see the environment, see what needs to be cleared, right? And so it's just enabling her and realizing I can see it and I can feel her and I can see she senses what I'm saying is correct, and I can see her holding her heart. And I feel like there's tears that will come from that realization, but we can give little Honora her power back. You have the ability to give it to her now. And because we've got these parts in the body that are stuck in that particular time, and that's what can cause issues, even intergenerationally. You'll get stuck. So that's what it is. A part of you as a child splits off. And you'll hear this in psychotherapy because, look, I've got a background as a Bachelor of Fine Arts. I've done therapy. I was a therapist for quite a few years before I found like this was so much more powerful.
Yeah.
This is like clairvoyant healing is the jam. It's the bomb. I wish everyone was able to do this, because this is just next level type of healing, right? So you'll hear it in psychotherapy that these parts of self split off. So they've kind of got some of it, but it's how to actually heal and help that part of the self, is to bring light into those parts. That's why we handed little Honora, permission to speak. And she has all this light within her now. And now it's just Honora dialoguing with her inner child, right? And I can feel the shift in the throat chakra now as we've done that. But there's still on the outside, there's still stuff in regards to the third eye and the that throat chakra there. So she needs to dialogue, okay? Visualize her inner child, and the dialogue is back and forth with the inner child, right? And sometimes because it's the first time you've talked to the inner child, she'll be a little bit combative, you know what I mean? Just, give her what she needs, give her a teddy bear, and ask her what she needs. Because basically a lot of these things are unmet needs, subconscious unmet needs not met. Right? So, yeah, breathing in and breathing out. Feels good. It feels like it's clearing, actually. I'm really glad that you had the light above you, like flicker away. That's so cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was definitely a sign. Okay, I'll move it. We gotta donate.
Yeah.
Donate. So guys, I do the donations first because yeah, and then we have a super chat after this. Then we'll get back to the list. I think this is Jessica. She says she donated under the Mystic Stone Healing. Let me know if this is you for sure, Jessica. And then she says next steps for what's blocking me from starting. She says.
Yeah, I definitely feel that stagnation and not starting. I donated under Mystic Stone. Okay, career, please. Lady Red Wolf. All right. Gosh. I'm really going into your name, Lady Red Wolf, and I can see Snow White. She's in the dark, dark forest, and I can see the wolf. And I think that this is a part of the story, right? And that I'm going back in time, and I'm going into the dark, dark woods, and I can sense and feel the predator of the wolf, right? That was there in the past. And again, it's a story of helplessness and stuckness. And I can sense the inner child now. How old is this inner child? I can see, when I see the inner child and the age that's stuck, right? I'm getting an image of a girl, and she's like trembling in the dark. So, and what age is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. 8 years old. And we don't need to go into, there is abuse there. And I do feel that maybe there's in the dark that I'm picking up here subconsciously, that again, we need to give the light to that little 8-year-old part of self, and you asking her what she needs to heal. And again, like I talked before with the last person, is having that dialogue with that little girl. And I feel like a rescue is needed, like an inner child rescue from the dark forest, and her getting taken out of the forest, right? You leading her. I'm going to do a little bit with you now, actually. And I can see your higher self coming in, Lady Red Wolf, a big, beautiful, she's got long blonde hair, you know, whatever you look like now. This is the image that I'm getting of her. She's got white, feels angelic. So this is higher energy of you. All right. And I see her, she's holding the 8-year-old's hand. And as she's holding the 8-year-old's hand, I can see all the light going into that little girl's hand, up her arm, down her back, down her front. And I want you to get down on your knee, get to the level of the 8-year-old. And I feel the shifting is starting as we're talking, right? Getting down on the knee to the 8-year-old, looking at the 8-year-old in her eye. It's dense, I know, but she needs that. She needs that sense of your higher self, the adult parental side of self, coming in and taking her out of that dark, dark place. That's what you need right now. Because whilst you've still got her stuck in the forest there, she's not, and she doesn't want you to step out into your power, because she feels like stepping out into power, she'll become a victim. See?
Yeah.
So that's the key. So this is why the stuckness and the stagnant energy, but I can see her, and there's all this wind going into her face and the lights coming through the forest. And now she's looking at her arms, and she can see all the light and all the rainbow going into her arms and into her tummy and all the way down to her feet. So much better already. And you say to her, come on, let's go. Where do you want to go? Let's get out of this dark, dark place. Where's the most safest, amazing place that you'd like to go? And she's pointing up. And now the lady, your higher self, has wings on the back of her. Oh my God, it's like she's turning into a dragon. This story is amazing. This is self. This is incredible. The little girl is jumping on top of the dragon, of the angelic dragon. She's turned into a dragon. That's incredible. And so now she's flying. Oh my God. It's incredible. It's like, you know, the never ending story with the white dragon?
Yeah.
Betray you.
Oh yeah, I remember that when I was a kid. Yeah.
Well, the little girl now, she's triumphant. She's got a wand even. I knew I had this wand for a reason. All right. She's got this wand, this little crystal wand. And now she's holding the wand because she's got the power now, and she's triumphant. She's on top of the dragon. So we're going to go to another planet. I'm just going with it. It's remotely taking me. Let's go. Here she is taking her power back. Don't be afraid. Tell her to not be afraid. So I can see the white dragon turning around and telling the little girl, don't be afraid. You have the power to do this with your dragon. You have it all within you. The power is within you. Yes, breathing in and out. And your higher self has rescued the little girl out of this stuck place, because it's time now to take your power back. Okay? And we can collapse that whole scene that we had in the forest. Let's collapse the whole thing. This is just a stuck dimensional place. So we can burn down these trees here. Okay? I just want to say that to you, that we need to just collapse this whole reality that she was stuck in. So now we're going in and we're just going to collapse and disintegrate all of it. There's whirlwinds coming in. What? Collapse and disintegrate. There it is. Tie it into a little red string and then drop it into the earth. And then over the earth. And then that's all finished. And then you can feel that neutrality now. Isn't that lovely?
Absolutely.
And she just said to me, is that all I needed to do was take my power back? Yes, that's all you needed to do. Now, there's conversations between your inner child who's on the dragon and she's about to go to a place, but I feel like that's your journey together with her, okay? And we don't need to do it publicly because I feel that there's more exploration to be had with you and that inner child. Okay, does that make sense, Lady Red Wolf?
No.
Wow, that was pretty cool. We really went on a
We've been
journey
getting
there.
that was amazing. That was you, man. You got into the never ending story. I want to let James Witkus skip the line because he sent a nice. I do the donations first, and he sent a really nice donation. So I was going to do him next real quick, just because I want to make sure we get his in because he sent a it
Oh,
was yeah and then we'll get back to the line, guys.
oh,
Yeah,
thank
but
you.
and he said he wants to know. He says, "Can you get information on his ancient heritage of who he is?"
Okay. Hi, Wizard Whitkus. I think I've seen you on my page as well. So thank
He's
you
been
for
doing
that.
podcasts too.
Um,
He's
I
been
mean,
doing
first,
podcasts. Sorry, I didn't mean to
oh,
interrupt you.
has he?
Sorry. Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't.
he did a super soldier panel the other day on Anchor Haven's show. It was with like
Oh,
Missy Hill and Tiffany and like
yeah.
new people that are coming out about the SSP.
Yeah, I mean it's important that that's happening, right? Because I mean,
Yeah,
even me,
absolutely.
I'm going to speak out about it now too. By the way, because
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what happened to me too. So I've been so apprehensive to talk about it due to all the hectic targeting that I just went, oh God, not anything else. You know what I mean? So.
yeah.
Yes, and okay, Wizard because I do feel the druidic straight away coming through, and I feel like there is a connection to Ireland because I'm getting the 4-leaf clover, 3-leaf clover, but I'm getting the luck coming from there, and I'm seeing wood, and like I had this most amazing staff that I picked up on the top of Mount Shasta. It was next level, but it was given to be my Merlin in the physical. Long story, it's an incredible story. But I feel like there's a staff for you, Wizard Whitkus, and there's a connection to the dolmens of the ancient land. And I want to say, kind of get a Celtic kind of everything. Is it Ireland? I'm getting also like, let me go into that druidic because I'm one straight away everyone goes to Ireland, but I want to say there's another place too, like England, and I want to go to Wales, and I want to go to Wales. Yeah, I'm getting. That means I've got like massive goosebumps coming through about that, about the Welsh and the Wales and the dolmens of the ancient structures and the grid lines of that place. You want to say Europe anywhere else? I really do want to go into Wales because I was like, oh, it has to be Ireland. That my body wasn't connecting to it, but Wales, I am. Does that make sense, Wizard Whitcock? Are you aware of that? In the Welsh and the Gaelic there? Also the language. I want to say the language reconnects you too. The language connects you to the gosh, what's that word? I know the word. I'm just, damn it. It's coming through. Tell me. Oh, okay. So symbols from the past, right? I can't get the word. Maybe it's for protection, not to say the word, but there's symbols that come from Wales, right? That you connect with. It's like the ancient language. You know how they've got like Norse language, right? I want to go into the Welsh. I want to go into speaking Gaelic. I want to speak Gaelic, right? Because when you speak Gaelic, it reconnects you to the dragons of the place, is what I'm hearing, and the trees of the place. Many of the ancient structures have been taken, but still the land hears your call. When you can remotely, I feel like a remote viewing and a shamanic journey, and I see you with your wizard outfit, and I see it with the, see I've got like this velvet on. I see that you with light blue velvet and the symbols of the moon, and I want to say sigils. That's the word that's coming through. So sigils of Wales. There's sigils of Wales that you can use in your work, we could say, that will really solidify your connection to the place. And I understand why you want to connect to the country, because there is, I feel like you've got relatives there. Does this make sense? Wizard Whitkus relatives? Do you know about these relatives, about Wales and Welsh and dragons? And tell me about that.
Let me see what he says. He says, let me see. He says he's a black dragon record keeper.
Yeah. I can definitely feel the dragons, right? But connecting to Wales is the key, because there's something intergenerationally that needs to be released, and for you to connect there, okay? Because back in time, they did drive out, and it wasn't just in Ireland. They drove out a lot of druids, all right, when the Abrahamic religions came through in those areas, right? There's some intergenerational, I feel, trauma around that, whether that be past life as well. Let's check in. Is it past life? It's definitely in his DNA for sure. He needs to reconnect back to the Welsh line, Gaelic, and it will, the natural world is there. And it's like here, like there's native in my of course in my mother's side, and I had to connect to the country and to clear some stuff there, because there was a similar thing where they massacred the family, and I had to go in and clear some stuff, right? It feels like that too. Oh God, and I can feel it in the crown actually, and I have picked up the crown. So just an indicator. I'd do a shamanic journey, and I can see you in the astral, and I can see you in the wizard outfit that you have on. When I do shamanic journeys, and when I went into that intergenerational trauma, I came through a portal down the tree, and I feel you doing the same thing. And I feel you going into the forest there way, way, way back in time, at the time that they were trying to desecrate and wipe out all the druids and all the lineage as well. Does that make sense? Yeah. And it's going to level up. It's going to give you a level up when you've got that claim. And that's why you're feeling it right now. It's like, I want to get that reconnection back to that place, because when you claim in the land, you get the power of your ancestors. Okay? Wizard Witkus. Very good.
That was amazing. I love that. Yeah, I'm gonna get I get this super chat next. Wait, I don't know where to go next. Okay, I'll get the super chat. Yeah, because they donated. Yeah, and then I'll get Shaylee and Jason, and okay, and then Nathan. Oh, sorry, I don't just drop my phone. I got all this shit plugged in here. Okay, it's the super chat is Lily 00012. She says, "Can I ask you about my soul specialty purpose here? Main reason for my soul here is gifts, even past lives. Wonder where my biggest impact would be." Oh, I'll keep this up. Yeah.
There's a need here. I've got control, to let go of control. Because sometimes we have all these ideas about what we want to do and where we're going to go, but sometimes our contract and our higher purpose has other ideas for us, right? So it's a sense of just allowing things to go in the flow. And it's like, well, let me know. But there are some things that need to be, I wonder if cleared is the word, in regards to abundance. Yeah, some blockages there. I want to say an abundance block, actually. Okay, let's go into what your soul's speciality and purpose is. It feels like, and it's going to sound interesting, it's like I feel a pull not to say. And I have to go with that. It's like it all will be revealed as you go along your path and journey. And sometimes it's like, God, I just want to know what it is. But it's just like, it's not the right time for that. There are gifts, that's for sure. Let's have a look. But there are some things that we need to clear first, right? And there's some things you've got to confront, I feel, from the past. What is that about the past? Let's have a look. Is it your own childhood? Is it past life? Okay, past lives. You've even said it in your asking here. My soul's here for gifts, even past lives, right? Yes, so I would go and get a past life session. I do past life stuff in my sessions. It does come up, and I'm feeling it for you. some abundance blockages, right, that do come from the past life. It's like, if I start to do this, then this will happen again. Now, we don't want that stuff from the past life to be here, but it feels like you had money in a lifetime, or you acquired money, right, and acquired prestige even, but then it was taken all from you. You wonder where your biggest impact will be. Well, how we need to go into clearing it and excavating that, right? So that's that inner world seeking, right? You are a seeker. You're seeking the answers, but the answers are within you. And there is a need to clear a past life blockage, that's for sure. Can we get any more pictures on what the past life is? I see a young woman, and she's looking behind her, and she's running. And she has really nice silk dress and a silk scarf on her. But there is a pool, and there is a lot of emotions. Oh gosh, she wants to connect to a secret love, right, in this past life, but it's not an acceptable marriage. It's not an acceptable marriage. And then, unfortunately, something like a disaster happens in regards to that. Okay, it's like, I feel like she wants to marry for love, but her family won't let her be married for love. She gets married because of, the ties to family. And it's almost like they want her to marry, like, is it a cousin? Gosh, like someone who's like has the wealth in the family kind of thing. And I'm talking big money too, like big money in that past life, right? We're talking estates. That's why I was out. I could see the garden. It's all beautiful manicured gardens. And I wonder if it feels to me like we said Wales before. It's like everything's tying into the next story. Have you found? It's very interesting, but it feels like it's in England. It's in the past, and she tries to run away, and it just I disinherited is what I'm feeling. Yeah. So there's that abundance block, right? So either you work with a QHHT practitioner, or you can work with me, but we go in and we clear that. Because it's stopping you from acquiring abundance, actually. How interesting is that? You're probably blown away by that, but that's all true. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's we're hitting
Yeah.
we're almost at a 20-minute mark, because we have
Sorry.
I have to do another show in 20 minutes, but like we have
Okay.
3 people. I wonder if we can get through them. We have Chaley, Jason, and Nathan, and I don't know. So here's Chaley. Here, that's a
Okay.
beautiful picture, Chaley. I love that picture. That's a great picture.
Yeah. I love the name Sprinkle 777. Okay, Charlie. It just feels like I've just got a real free spirit here, like a lovely free spirit who's just like, I don't know. I feel like I want to travel. And I'm walking on beaches, and like this is a form of remote viewing, right? So I'm connecting into her. I just feel like the warm air's rushing through me, the sun, and I feel like someone. Are you a yoga practitioner, Sprinkle? I want to say that I love yoga, and I want to do yoga, and I feel like I feel like you're really good at stretching the body, whether you're aware of this or not, but it's just coming through. And I wonder, that you can get like yoga practitioner courses overseas, like India or I don't know why I'm saying Vanuatu, but that's near here. But I want to go to the islands, and I kind of want to like do that, like even the Philippines. Does that make any sense, Sprinkle? Like, have you thought about being a yoga practitioner? Because I love it, because I feel like you get to go and travel when you do this. When you've got like, oh, I'm a yoga teacher, you can kind of travel to a lot of different places and then start up. And I can see sound bowls as well, like you have. You really like sound. Yeah, we're getting a little bit like you have felt a little bit lost. You got the feeling alone card, right? Because it's just like you're surrounded by people that are pretty much I don't know, not like that. unfortunately. It's about meeting your tribe too, getting and connecting to other people like you, okay? Because there's a real need for that. Otherwise, you're not filling your soul, and you're not really being heard or listened to because people around you are not really into that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I can see the challenge. You've been through a bit of tough time, challenging times. Even if it's like, having a job that's like working at a cafe for a while, right? And saving up money. And the goal is, I'm going to do this yoga practitioner course overseas. That's your goal, okay? But like a job that's not like, you can't be, and similar to me, right? In a job that's like corporate. God, no. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like there's people going, go and do that sort of thing. Don't listen to them because they're not you, right? Your soul's not getting fed and listened to by the people around you, right? Or whatever they are, family, um, so do what you need to do, because if you listen to the advice of others, this is coming through quite strongly. It's just going to be longer and longer that you're going to feel really disheartened and upset because you end up listening to the advice of other people, and they're well-meaning people. They just want you to get ahead, right? And do what society tells you to do, right? And go and get a corporate job and like work for years doing that, and university and postgrad and boring. Right?
Yeah,
You're not like
yeah.
that. You're not like that at all. You're a beautiful like fairy. A fairy. I love the energy of you. Your nice energy, right? So that's the thing. Win or lose. Listen to yourself. It's hard actually in this society to listen to yourself because there's a lot of well-meaning people around you who want you to do certain things, but it's just not for you. I feel like you can really stretch your body, Sprinkle. Like you've got really good stretch. All right, okay, that's good for that. We've got 2 more people and I know we've
Yeah,
got 20 minutes,
yeah.
so we're
Well,
under
no,
the gun.
you know what? Rock Castono got sick. He said that he can't do the show notes tomorrow, but it's okay. I mean, like so if you want to do a couple more, I mean, we've been going an hour
Okay,
and 30 minutes. So how long do you want to go?
yeah,
Because I don't want to tell people to do more, and then
yeah.
I don't. What do
I
you?
just want also Sprinkle, like there's great opportunities when you're a yoga teacher, because I feel like I don't know, there's this island that wants you, and you're going to be living on an island like Hamilton Island or Vanuatu, like a really cool exotic place where you get to do yoga. Oh my God, can you imagine how awesome a life is that? And it's like, yes, you might have to do like some bartending or hospitality or whatever it is, but you've got to. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
She's
absolutely.
going to help a lot of people, and I'd like to go to her class,
She
right?
said, I'll give you some response. She says, well, wait, first of all, she says, no way ever corporate, you are correct. And then
Yeah,
she says, societal norms and me do not get along. And by the way,
yeah,
Tennessee, Kentucky Bigfoot said, cool reading. I agree. It was very cool reading. And then
yeah,
she says, Jay do, yes, very flexible. And then,
yeah.
yeah. So, and then the Andromeda wants another reading, but Andromeda, we got to get through the regular people first. Like Sil, if you want a reading, I know Sil wanted a reading. I can probably, maybe we can squeeze you in now since Rock Castaldo canceled. So I'll add Sil to the list. So we have
Yeah.
we have Jason, Nathan, and Sil. And then
Okay.
we'll, yeah. Is that
This has
okay?
been great. I love this because,
It
like,
is great. It's really great.
out
If
there
you,
and do it.
yeah. And if you guys want to
Um,
support, like I said, it goes to both me and Chloe. I'm going to be giving her something at the end of the night. So like, definitely show support,
yeah,
guys. And people have been so
that's
far. Like,
good.
so yeah, this has been
What
really
happened?
good. Okay, so next we
Yeah,
got Jason. The best moderator. Jason's awesome. I consider him a
Jason.
good
I got
friend.
to meet
Yeah,
Jason.
you got to
Okay,
meet
that's
Jason in
cool.
person. I'm
Yeah,
I'm jealous because I want to meet both you guys in person.
yeah.
I do. I'm not jealous. You know what I mean? I'd love to meet both of you. It'd be
I
cool.
know. I mean, it was pretty amazing, like Hawaii. I mean, I was going to do that live for you when I was there, but I was a bit worried about the whole visa thing. And like, actually, when I went to Journey to Truth, Aaron and Tyler were like, we wanted to meet the person that booked in 24 hours before the conference started. And they
Yeah.
came up to me. They were like, "You're the girl. They booked in 24 hours." And I said, "Well, yeah." I just, with all the stuff that's happened to me, I'm going to book 24 hours beforehand. I don't want to give them too many time, reason to sit next to me on the plane or whatever. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's
Yeah.
out of protection.
Kaylee
So
said
yeah.
thank you, by the way, and Sil
Yeah.
said she would only take the reading if it doesn't drain your energy. So we don't want to drain your energy. So
No, I'm a sparkly, light, bubbly when I do energy. Yeah,
okay, yeah.
healings. You know, it's great. I do clear after, right? So I've got like rose, higher dimensional. Rose is one of the highest dimensions. Everyone thinks it's sage. Sage is good, but rose is really frequency shifting, right? So that's what I do. If I do a lot of readings, then I do sage and rose, right? So
Yeah.
this, what's the other lady? The next
Oh no, the
Jason?
next person's Jason. We have
Oh,
Jason, Nathan,
Jason.
and Sil, and yeah, but Jason says if we're short on time, you can skip me. But no, that's okay, Jason. We'll get you
No,
there.
Jason, it's
I
all
just put it.
good.
Yeah.
Keep on doing what you're doing. And by the way, I have to say something, Jason. You've got an amazing, like a lot of Native American guides around you, and you were with me at the top of Mount Kilauea when we grid shifted that volcano. You know,
That's so dope.
yeah, he was there with me, and we just all Spirit said to me is when you get to the top of the volcano, take your shoes off, right? So I did. And then suddenly all this galactic energy came through from the higher dimensions, and we had to like shift and we had the
Oh shit, she cut out. Give it a second, guys. We'll
right.
see. Oh, you're back. Okay, great. You froze up there for a second. Sorry.
Yeah, because I'm telling you an amazing story, right, about grid work. So Jason was there. So he's powerful grid worker with it. He says, I can hear, keep on doing what you're doing, like moderating channels, right? You're a really good space holder, is what I wanted to say, like a solid space holder, okay? And you're like that safe person, you know, that people go to. People need to appreciate you more, that's for sure, because I feel like there's a thing there where you're not appreciated. So I want to go into how that needs to be cleared, right? And it feels like a blockage in the heart from the past. It feels like betrayal, and it needs to be cleared, right? So you're a real giver, right? But there's a feeling of, oh no, I can't receive. But I think you're working on that. I feel like you're you're working on that, like the giving and the receiving thing, right? So it's like give, 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 needing validation. That's the hook that's there, right? When you give, needing validation, right? Just giving with a whole heart. Rose quartz is coming out as a crystal that will be really helpful to healing your heart. Okay. And I feel like you're helping, and I know this already, but I'm getting the picture of helping someone rebuild, right? So that's Selena. But I'm also feeling rebuilding possible relationship and heart, and connecting into the heart, letting go of betrayals from the past, okay? Because it's either win or lose, right? So it's sort of upside down now, but it needs to be flipped, right? And it's about trusting yourself and trusting your heart. Like you're pretty in touch with your heart, but it's just a follow through, because what happens is that insecurity comes in, right, from the past. How can we clear that? How can we clear, because of challenging times in the past that you had, okay? So I want to see little Jason here. So some inner child stuff going on here. So what age was it? 1 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. What age? 21, 22, 25, 24, 25. It's like the age of 25. There's something that happens and occurs there. Gosh, I'm getting lots of pictures, and I'm feeling like things to do, and I know a little bit about what you've told me, but to do with the law in the past, and it's like I'm getting the images, but I don't want to spill the beans in your past sort of stuff, you know what I mean? Because I'm getting the images there, of stuff to do with that. And that needs to be cleared, because it's like it took from you something, it feels like, your trust in things working out okay. It's like a sense of like, oh, everything's just going to go to shit anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? So we need to rebuild and see that that was a part of your purpose, because it took you out of something that was going to actually end something for you. I feel end your life. So that needed to happen in regards to the LAW, right? The law, because it actually pulled you back on your path, right? But we need to clear all of that stuff. It's like 25, it goes on for a while. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I don't even know what your age is, but it feels like that stuff, and we can just do a clearing on it now. Let's dissolve and disintegrate all of that, because it feels like upheaval, challenging times, and it's just like you got pulled into something that you didn't think you were going to get pulled into, and it didn't turn out very well, right? So, but you need to clear that to reconnect to trusting the future, because it's like, oh, deep subconsciously we're talking about here. It's like, oh, well, I want to get rid of that. Everything's going to go wrong. So I want to bring in an affirmation from spirit. One sec. I trust my purpose. I trust my heart, and I trust my purpose. I walk the path. I trust my heart. I now trust my heart. I now trust my purpose. I know the way. I know the path forward. So repeat after me, Jason. I know my path. I know my purpose. I will follow my heart, and I know the path forward. That needs to be said at least for 21 days. Okay, that's Dr. Chloe. Dr. Chloe Ariell, the energy healer, says 21 days. Okay, that's your that's what I want to give you as a prescription, right? 21 days to say that affirmation, because it's energetic affirmation. It's going to shift some things for you, because it's subconsciously some blocks there, because I'm going up to the third eye too now. And when you say that out aloud, you know, when we're at Mount Kilauea and you just accepted all that beautiful divine cosmic energy rushing through you, that's what happens, right? When you say that energetic affirmation, you'll get all that alignment and clears all the density out. Off it goes. Okay. I trust the path. I trust my heart, and I trust my purpose going forward. Everything will be okay. Everything will be more than okay. I love this rose quartz. I feel like get some rose quartz for you. I feel around your heart. You don't have to wear it openly. You just have a little rose quartz there. Okay, that's it.
Well, that was great. Okay, the next person is Nathan Sway Switch Fox. And sorry it took us long to get to you, Nathan. Nathan's awesome, though. He's definitely SSP. He's definitely had some weird experiences. Where are you, Nathan? Are you in the chat? I'll just put on Jason's chat thing for now, because I can't find Nathan Way Switch Fox. I know he's here, or he's usually here. You know, I don't know if he left. I hope he didn't leave. Nathan, are you here? Oh, yeah, he's here. Here we go. Now, what did you have a question on, Nathan? I know you had a question. Sorry it took long to get to you. No, it's okay. And yeah, still, I saw your message on your father. We'll get to you for sure next. Yeah. Yeah. Jason said, thank you very much. Oh, Nathan says he requested a reading on his bloodline, he says.
Okay. Okay. We need to have a spiritual cleanse, actually. Nathan was a witch. There are some, I feel like some hitchhikers in your field. Okay, straight away. Oh, gosh, yes. How many has he got? One. And this can happen to the best of us, right? By the way, can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. We're good. Chloe, what happened? Chloe, your camera went out if you're still there. I see, it looks like you're still here, but your totally went out. Let me see. Let me see. Wait, guys, we'll see if she comes back. Yeah, sorry, Nathan. Again, so we're gonna try to get her to come back. I mean, it's not her fault. It's the. I was checking something. Okay. Okay. Maybe if I remove her from the stage and then I add her again, you know. Okay, so I removed her. Let's see here. And she's still gone.
Ah,
Oh, there you go. I heard your voice, but I can't, see you. I don't know. Are you still there?
yeah. I don't know what happened there. Interference.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah, it's all right.
yeah.
Okay, so
We're on Nathan. Yeah, we usually have Nathan and Sil, and then we're done. Yeah. And guys, book a reading with Chloe because she's taking a long time. I mean, like, she's going very in depth on all these readings, and she's she's like, she's pouring her heart out to like help you guys and give you guys readings. So the least somebody could do is book a reading with her. I'm gonna give her something at the end of the night, but it can't be equal to the amount of energy she's putting out. I mean, these were amazing readings, Chloe. They were really good. So thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so I would require a spiritual cleanse with Nathan Was a Witch, and it is to do, I feel, possibly to the bloodlines, intergenerational trauma, and I feel there's altars because of the SSP. We got multiple, and like all of us that have been through that have altars, whether you like it or not. Okay, but why am I bringing that up? You require a cleanse, right? And that's this. There's some hitchhikers. There's not altars. Some of them are just hanging. Okay, and stuffing with the line here. So let's bring in Archangel Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel. I love Archangel Michael, whether people believe it or not. He's helped me many times with clearing people, right? So above you, Nathan, you're going to visualize like a cosmic vacuum, right? That's going into the higher dimensional energies. And with your permission and request, we can clear some of the old energies that no longer need to be there. And we can actually ask for, and I'm getting Yeshua, so otherwise known as Jesus, but I call him Yeshua Ben Joseph because he's an amazing master healer. And I'm getting Archangel Michael as well. With your permission, Nathan, we can just now vacuum out any energies that are hitchhikers that don't need to be there anymore. Do you give me permission? Do you give us permission? Yes.
Nathan, do you give her permission? He says you have his permission, yeah.
Now we send compassion to these parts of self that have done some dark things, and parts of self, and that's what the hitchhikers are actually connecting to, right? Is to the altars, right? So it's like an overlay of an overlay. So you've got the altars, but then you've got these parts, and you can say to yourselves, I forgive all parts of me that have worked in the dark. I forgive all parts of myself that have worked in the dark. I give these parts compassion, sending compassion through. See your heart, Nathan. I want you to visualize your heart getting brighter and brighter. Green, 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 and pink as well. That flower is opening up. And I want you to send compassion to these parts of self because that's what they need. Compassion. All right, now we've got Archangel Michael and Yeshua, because Yeshua comes in when the heart needs compassion, and compassion to self, compassion to these parts, right? And that's the key. Whether we do it today, but this is a divine request from the universe that you heal these parts of self, because we don't, we want to get on a better timeline, I want to say. I want to get on a better timeline for you. The trajectory of current is not good. So I want to get you up on a higher timeline, okay? And that is compassion to the self and these parts, all right? Bringing in the light. Archangel Michael is cutting the cords to these hitchhikers, and we're getting sucked out, and they're going to the central sun. Central sun, off they go. 1, 2. I'm going to cough because I can see these parts. Sorry if anyone's going to, oh, sorry. I don't need to connect. I can just let them go. We'll send that one in a bubble, put that one in a bubble. Off it goes. Off it goes up. You don't need it. You don't need these parts. They're weighing down on your spirit and you don't need them, right? And we could say that these bloodline parts are connected to Freemasonry and things like that, right? We're wrapping all golden bubble. Off they go. Get sent to the central sun where they disintegrate. That's right. Compassion to self. Touch your heart. See the heart? See how it's getting warmer and warmer? I want you to connect to that warmness in your heart. Compassion to all these parts of self. Off they go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to look out into a crowd of altars. There's a crowd of altars and a crowd of hitchhikers. And I want to get that whole crowd surrounded by a bubble of light. It's like an auditorium of, right? There's a whole auditorium of them. You're on the stage, Nathan. You're the orchestra leader here on the stage. And with that orchestra wand, I want you to send out a blast of light out into all of the crowd, surround it in a bubble of light, surround all the hitchhikers and see them elevating all of them all at once. They're quite heavy. We don't want to connect into the heaviness of it because we know that light is going to send all of that heaviness out through to the central sun. It's like a big sun that's in the center of the universe. And when it lands on that central sun, you see it all disintegrating. It's like an explosion. It's like powerful. The only word I can come up with is like nuclear. Yeah, it's like a big light bomb. We can say it like that, like a off they go. Thank you. Breathing in and breathing out. Just say now, I feel lighter and clear. I have compassion for myself as I have compassion for other people. Thy will be done on, it feels a bit heaven on earth as it is in heaven. Feels a bit like I want to say that. Like the Lord's Prayer kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? And then you can finish it off with Amen and thank you. And whatever you words you would like to say to sort of tie that up at the end. Thank you, Nathan. Yeah. I'm going to clear some stuff there. Okay, you can work on that over the next couple of nine days, I feel. And if you want to do that a few times where you're up on stage and you're sending that light out into all those parts of self, okay, you can do that. All right. Thanks, Nathan.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing. And then the last one is Sil. She says, this is the last one for the night, guys. And she says, can I get a read on my father if possible? She says he was a progressive dementia. He has progressive dementia. Oh my God, I'm sorry. My grandmother had Alzheimer's, full-blown Alzheimer's disease. I know exactly what it's like. Like, you know, it goes from dementia to Alzheimer's. It's sad. Like, I wish there was something that could like fix that, you know? Like, I really do. Like, there are some like, and again, I'm not giving medical advice, but there are some, what is the word? There's peptides that people talk about and supplements like some nootropics. They say they can help with memory and stuff like that. If you look into nootropics and yeah. Oh shit, Chloe went off screen again. Chloe, are you still there? We'll wait for her to come back, guys. Okay. Yeah.
Fuck off.
Are you getting interference?
Oh.
We'll wait and see if she comes back, guys. Yeah, Proline says so many people have it. We're referring to the dementia. Yeah. Oh, she just entered on a different thing. Here, let me remove this one and add her here. There we go. Man, you're getting messed with, Chloe.
Sorry. I don't know what happened there. I kicked off. Must be saying some truth. Can you hear me?
Absolutely, yeah.
Is
No.
the sound stuffing up now?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. You're good. You're good. I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me at all? Wait,
I can't
my
hear
mic's
you.
on. Let me go out
I
and come
can't
back
hear
in.
you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can hear me okay, but I can't
Yeah.
hear you. Isn't that
Yeah.
funny? So I'll just talk like, but I can't hear you.
Just look. I mean,
What do I
if you want
do?
to.
Press a button.
No, I'll go out and come back in. Hold on. Let me go out and come back
Oh,
in.
I don't know what's going on.
Let me see. Let me.
I don't know what's happening. Yeah.
Hold on.
All right. I'm just going to do a reading, even though I can't hear. It's fine. But you can hear me okay, so we can just do charades. Oh, no. Oh, can I get a read on my father if possible? He has progressive dementia. I do see, is there, like with the family, some people want him to go to a home and he's not sure about going to a home. I do feel like, I see him in a walker. I do see him in a place that he's being cared for. And I'm not sure what you want on the reading, but it feels like, everything's changing. His home, finances, everything is changing. And it's now that he, goes into a place where he can be looked after. Do you feel like there's some people in the family who feel like maybe bad or guilty or something like that about going to a place? Can you hear me, Rob?
Can you hear me? Can you
I
hear me
can't
now?
hear. Are you on mute? Yes or no?
No, my microphone's on.
You're not on mute. Isn't that
No.
funny? Oh well, don't know what's going on. They probably didn't like me doing all the SSP thing with Nathan and the altars, Oh well, some light came in. It was very powerful. It's really nice. Sometimes we get that. Yeah, but it feels like that. I feel, yeah, it needs to be looked after, right? Whether you get someone who's like, in Australia, we call it blue care, or someone who comes to the house and he's being looked after. It needs to be looked into for sure. Because, and I want to say, like there's things that he can eat, right? And I think whether I say it to him or not, but it's like heavy metal detox, right? I do feel like you call it something else there, but we God, there's a herb, and I don't know why my brain is not working right now. It's not parsley, it's the other one. Gosh, and because the sound's off, we can't even interact. But anyway, there's a herb that he can have, but I just feel like he's not going to eat it. Like he wants to, if you give it to him in the food. Coriander, okay? Coriander is an amazing heavy metal detox, right? But I get that your father will go, blah, blah, yuck. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can put it in his food or anything like that, but there's a requirement because a lot of people, whether you realize it or not, they use aluminium in the cooking pots and things like that. That can lead to dementia. How we can stop it is to do a heavy metal detox. This is under entertainment purposes only when we talk about this sort of stuff, because it's a very high area of contention. Yeah, so aluminium and getting rid of those in the body. Coconut oil has been proven to actually slow down the effects of dementia. Entertainment purposes only, okay? But yeah. Is everything okay? Oh, you're off and on.
I'm gonna log in from my phone. Hold
Nah,
on.
they're stuffing with the sound. Yeah, it's all right. Spread your wings. It doesn't feel like he's really going anywhere yet. You know what I mean? but he needs to be looked after in a place that he can get the best care for him and not have this stress. I don't know if I feel kind of like people in the family who are like feel guilty about it, but typical. God, feedback.
Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Wait, Chloe, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Sorry. We'll finish up. Yeah. I'm on my phone now.
Yeah, I don't know what we said there to get all of that, but I think when we're working with Nathan, with SSP people and stuff, it's like, you're always going to get it. So, and to me as well. That's why I always get it on your show. Have you noticed every sound, we get the sound and we get the video, but then we got that cool light, which I love from Spirit. It's awesome. But yeah, it feels like that. I just wanted to say, there's a female, maybe it's you or your mother or grandmother in the family that feels guilty about letting him or get care. But she needs to release that and let it go, because there's no point, because it's what is needed, right? Does that make sense, Silk Collar? Like, I've given you some ideas about herbs and stuff like that, and I think that's probably why they had a bit of a go. But this is for entertainment purposes only. I think that we can get covered. Is it going to cover it? Far out. Yeah. So there is a move for him. All right, filled with love. Right, so he can get the best care that he needs. All right. Silcola.
Yeah, that was great. This was great. I'm getting ready to go outside. I'm going outside to smoke a joint, and because it's the end of the night, But let me see here, and I don't condone any drugs.
When people go through dementia, it's about the family and the effect on the family as well. And so when I look at that, I think just he wouldn't want everyone to be feeling guilty about it. It's just something that's happening to him. So in the family, it's just let go. And there's a female, whether it be the wife or daughter, it just feels like she needs to just, let go of that guilt. Okay, whatever it is. No need for it. It's just happening, and you just have to go with the flow of it. But yeah, he does require help. That's for sure. Yeah. That's okay. That's as much as I got about that situation.
Well, this is amazing. This was amazing. This was a great show. You want to tell people where they can find you, Chloe? And thank you. We went a long time. We went over 2 hours, a little bit over 2 hours.
I just tell people to get on my Facebook. It's Chloe Ariell, and send me a message. That's where I get a lot of my clients. I have international clients in the UK, in the US. I do house clearings with ghost clearings, so I can go into a house and clear the ghosts in the house as well. Form of remote viewing. I've been doing that for years as well. So soul sessions, I just love my soul sessions because people get a lot out of it, and they're, bang on, as you obviously can see. You know what I mean? Oh, what's happening now? Is everything going out?
No, I'm outside. I'm outside. Remember, I said I don't know if you heard me. I'm going outside to, yeah, because it's the end of the night. I don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna do a walk.
Oh no, I'm smoking a joint. I mean, but not. I mean, I went on a long walk earlier. I went on like a 5-6 mile
I
walk.
just wanted to, and we can round it up, right, by saying, by the way, congratulations on all your walking, because Spirit said it before the session. I got like a little bit of a download for you because I thought we might go into a reading for yourself. But as you're doing that working out and you're walking, you're also clearing your heart of past betrayals, because that's also why your heart needed a workout. So when you're pumping your heart like this, and you're going for walks and things like that, you're also clearing the energy of what's been stuck there. And as you're doing that, you're giving to yourself, because you're similar. There's a lady that was on earlier, and she's a large empath, like you, right? You're a giver, right? Give, give, give. And unfortunately, sometimes at the expense of yourself, right? So you going and walking and doing all these things for yourself, like working out at the gym, you're giving to your spirit, right? You're feeding your soul, right? You need to fill up your tank first before you give to other people, right? So that's what I want to say to you. Yeah.
Thanks,
So
well
well done for going walking. Yeah. Yeah, it's a
I
pity I
used to be
couldn't
an
see
avid
you there,
runner.
but you know.
I
Hey?
used to run. I used to run 5, 6 miles. Now I walk, but I
Yeah.
mean, I'm
Well,
gonna
now
work
you can
back
do it
up to
again.
running 5.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Walking's good.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of
Mm.
interference, yeah, as usual. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to say, I see Tommy Edwards on sometimes, and I just want to give him a shout out and a thank you because about a year and a half ago, before he lost his Facebook page, he said to me, like, because I was going through the Havana syndrome for 3 months, it was hectic, had to get an MRI. The doctors were really worried. They thought I had brain cancer, but it was just from a psionic from a reptilian, actually. Lovely. Um, and so I asked for the higher help because I realized what was happening because Tommy Edwards pointed it out on my page. He said, "You're going through Havana, this Havana syndrome," because I had dizziness for 3 months. It was crazy, right? So, yeah. So I asked my higher galactic helpers. You're probably not hearing me right now. Hopefully you are.
I can hear you fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you
with
can hear
you.
me, but we can't hear you. But anyway, I want to shout out to people. Ask for higher help. Okay. While you're in the throes of the challenging times that most of us are going through, we're forgetting to ask for higher help. That's what they're there for. Your higher self, right? Higher help, right? Ask for help. It cured the Havana syndrome. When I said, well, you know what, guys, like if I'm going through this stuff with these lower galactics, right? So I must have higher galactic help, right? So I said, okay, higher galactics, help me now. I need, and I know who was giving it to me because I saw the female reptilian walking around the periphery. And every time I telepath with a ship, that she would come in and give me the most hectic dizziness you've ever experienced. So it was, the Havana, it's not just psychotronic weaponry, it's psionics from those beings. Yeah, but
Wow.
you have to ask for higher galactic help. And I did, and bang, Havana syndrome gone, guys. There you
Wow. That's
go.
amazing.
Yep. So we're not like helpless and hopeless like they're trying to make out that we are. I just wanted to say with all these people that just focus on the psychotronic weaponry, they focus on the technology, they put technology up on a pedestal, say, oh, horrible technology is affecting us. Yes, I've had psychotronic, I've had all of it. Rob, I've had all of it, right? So
Absolutely.
and the gang stalking and all of it, right? But I noticed when I was in the US, right, the fact that I could get into the US, right, I know that there's positive military now that are helping people like us. I know it because I had one on the left side of me, an agent. They always end up following on plane, usually in public places with me or planes, right? I had a negative on the left of me sitting in the plane, and on the right was a positive guy, and he was there to protect me. Yeah. So there's good things that are shifting in this reality, right? And I feel like we're going, yes, we're all going through it, but it's last year, 2025. I wouldn't wish that upon, like, and I can even feel it with some of the people that I've read to today as well, that they had a bit of a hard time in 2025 as well. I feel like now there's a shift. I do. I
Yeah,
really do.
I hope 2026 is our year, whereas 2025
Yeah.
was like a year from hell.
It was a year
2025,
from hell.
yeah, but
Yeah.
this is our year, this is like our rebuilding year. This is like effort in the
Totally.
community, like everybody, like
Yeah.
I said, like we got people right now. We got like 3 people, like I said, that I can think of that like we got Selena, who was in this fire. We got
Yeah.
Michelle, who's having all kinds of problems. I don't want to business, but like she's gonna, Michelle might not have a place to live, and I'm just saying this because I want to get her help, like not like help, like like and like if people want to donate. Also, the last person is Ivan Teller. Ivan's got 3 tumors in his
I
neck,
know.
his head.
Yeah.
Supposedly they're gonna extract them. I'm praying for Ivan. Like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pulling for Ivan so much. I hope he sees this because like that dude is, and all the people I just named, Selena,
Yeah.
Michelle, and Ivan, they're all community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They all have a place in our community. Like,
Yeah.
we need to help people. And like we all need to support each.
Yeah, we need
I'm
to
here to
support
help.
each other and tell people what works. So we're forgetting to
Yeah,
ask for our high galactic helps. And I'm sure Ivan, he, while you're in it, they want you to think that you're helpless and hopeless. But the spirit world and the high dimensional energies affect this reality. So there is energy first, right? Sound.
Yeah.
First of all, there was the word, there was energy, right? Then there was physical matter. So if we get to the energetics first, the higher galactics, our higher selves can affect the energy, right? And it can affect the physical matter. Clairvoyant
Yeah.
healers and healers all over the world have, there's been plenty of verifications of, like, you know, masses of tumors like dissolving and disintegrating just through focused thoughts and seeing it disintegrate, seeing that person whole and healed, right? And really believing it because it's
Yeah.
real. So energy first
Absolutely.
before matter, right? So I just
Did
wanted to
you did you
clarify.
ever did you ever see those videos of people? They'll be like they pray over, like you said, they'll pray
Yeah,
over a tumor and they can, you said, they can get it
yeah,
to like disappear. Like, please
that's
seen those videos.
exactly
It's pretty
right.
amazing.
That's exactly correct. So that's the focused thought. That's a focused prayer. 100% believing that that's going to work. That's already healed. It's already whole. You know, however you may do it, your prayer and focused thought, it works. You
Yeah,
know.
I agree that, and I believe we manifest anything. Like, I haven't been able to manifest big things yet, but I have been able to manifest little amounts of money, and I'm grateful. I think one of the biggest things is, like, you can manifest from your heart. Your tool. It's not just a muscle; it's a tool used to,
Yeah.
like, tap into. And also be grateful for whatever. Try to try, try to. I think that's like, wrong for so long is, like, I would wake up these breakups and I'd wake up to and, like, I had to get out of that. Like, I'm starting now, and, like, I'm just trying to be grateful for what I do have as compared to don't have. If that makes, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's right. It's like just focusing. I've got a roof over my head, right? So
Yeah,
I went from diddly squat nothing, having a business that was thriving, to like being targeted, gang stalked, and like losing my channel, you know, and then just having to focus on the positives. And you know what I manifested before going to the US, like a complete
yeah,
miracle, because I could
yeah,
just see myself there. I was like, I'm meant to go. And I kept on looking at the Journey to Truth conference and going, oh, well, I'm not going to be able to get there. And then I went, no, I'm going to visualize myself there.
yeah.
Visualize myself there. Next thing you know, I've booked 24 hours before because the money came. It was like, what? Next level incredible, right? So
Heck
they
yeah,
just want to make us feel like powerless and hopeless and helpless. And it's not
yeah.
true, because we've got royal DNA in us, you know, that we can manifest. We're so much more powerful than we give ourselves credit for. That's for sure. You know, I think people are like getting their powers online as well. Like they're online, as in like it's happening. Like you can manifest. I feel a lot faster now. And it's going to sound really basic, but like, I cleaned this room and then I was like, I really need an office chair. And I walked outside and there's an office chair. It was
That's
that
amazing.
fast. I was like, what the hell? Because it was like hard rubbish pickup, but it was still a really good chair. I was like, gee whiz, that was fast. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like that's the being grateful for all the little things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's what
Okay.
it's all about, right? Yeah. Well, yeah. Did you want to tell? Did you tell people where they can follow you and everything, Chloe?
Yeah,
And
just get me on Facebook. I've got to redo a website and stuff, but I'm on WhatsApp as well. If people want to connect with me, Chloe Ariel Soul Sessions on there. Look me up. And but you get me on Facebook and I can send you a WhatsApp, because that's how most people contact me all over the world, is through WhatsApp. I did have the website and everything like that, but you know, I just want to rebuild this year. You know, so
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, I love my sessions. You go for about 2 hours. They're only like 300 Australian, so I probably should put my prices up. But on this show now, you know, it's 300 Australian, which is not much. I think it's like 200 American US. You know, like my $100 Australian American is $145 Australian. That's
wow,
why I had to come home, because like I ended up spending all my money there. It went so fast. That's why you don't see many Aussies and New Zealanders over there, because it's like it's so expensive just to
yeah.
be, yeah, you know,
It is expensive just to live, and even if a place over here
yeah,
that's like that's not that, like, I live in a place that's not expensive. It's still it's like shit. It's just shit comes every single day. It's like, especially trying to hold this podcast. I don't know. It's a lot. I mean, I'm not complaining because I love what I do. I'm glad I'm able to do this for you guys every day. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
there was time,
yeah,
like there was times, like, I'll just tell you. last year I was at the Full Disclosure Now conference. And I was making
Yeah.
really good money on my podcast at that point. I got demonetized the day after the conference. Like I woke up
Yeah.
from a hotel and I got woke up demonetized. But then good things can happen too. Like you said, it's a balance, it's just
Yeah.
wading through the tough waters to come out to something good, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
like I'm about to have a helicopter fly over my house. I can hear it. You probably can't hear it, but I'm not going to focus on it, right? So I'm just like, okay, yeah, they go around me, they go over my house a couple of times. So what? Wow. Hello.
Yeah.
Must be doing something amazing. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
how you got to shift it, because we can't just focus on it like, oh, it's bad. Yeah, yeah. Well, actually, you must be doing something wonderful.
Yeah. Because
And
they
high
wouldn't be doing
dimensional, and they can feel it through the coding of the planet that's like, enmeshed with this whatever it is, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's
coding's
why they're
coming
trying to
through.
take people out because they don't want the truth out. I have a that they're going to try to roll something out really heinous. Like I'm trying to take out a lot of the people in the movement, then they're going to try to roll out something really bad. But
Well, I can tell you guys, you
we can
have to
change
follow
that.
your intuition. You have to follow your intuition. Thank God it stopped me from um being unalived a
Yeah,
few times last year. So, and but wonderful things happened too. I got out of the country. They did
yeah,
cancel the first visa for some bizarre reason. They didn't need to do that. And then I just got another one. And then within 24 hours, bang. And that's why I didn't do the lives when I was over in Hawaii. Because I thought, oh, I don't know. But there's some rules like you have to be monetized. If you're monetized and you're considered a journalist if I did that live from Hawaii. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
yeah, you just have to be careful about things, but trust your intuition because it always knows. If you're getting that feeling of dread before you go somewhere, don't go to it. There's something
yeah.
not right about it. It's as basic as that. And keep on doing what you're doing. All right, I've got to get going.
All right,
All right,
see you guys
that was
tomorrow. I'll see
good.
everybody tomorrow. Have a good night. Thank you,
Have
Chloe.
a good one. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.